Odyssey Interactive hosted a creator preview event for Byte Breakers, an experimental prototype that can be described as a 40-player platform fighter battle royale. In broad strokes, you can think of it like Smash Run, but with a different style of progression and a lot more folks running around. Now, before I dive into my impressions, I'd be remiss not to emphasize the fact this game is in the early stages of development, so everything's subject to change, if not be outright cancelled. I'd say platform fighters typically land on a spectrum of loose to tight, and on that front, I think Byte Breakers falls in the right direction, particularly when it comes to movement. Running, rolling, and air dodging all felt real responsive. The developers certainly didn't pull any punches with their inspirations, but I think they gave the game some notable distinction by blending Battle Royale mechanics into the familiar Smash Bros. Framework. Opting not to fix what wasn't broken meant I got into the rhythm pretty quick, too. The real kicker here, though, is that the game is played in pairs, which I was initially skeptical about, but I warmed up to once I got into the action. Having a partner to lean on when fights get hectic, or feeling the heightened pressure when you're cornered by a team can really elevate the experience. Beyond your specials and standards, you and your partner are roaming around an ever-shrinking environment and collecting consumables and gear that can give you a fighting chance to be the last duo standing. Your health starts at 100 and depletes as you take damage until you reach a cracked state, where knockback from hits can send you flying and end in your defeat if you smack into a surface or glitch zone. Some of the items you collect can be used for combat, while others can be put to work to recover health, and they're mapped to the D-pad or can be accessed by holding the left bumper and moving the right stick. If there was something that took me the longest to adjust to, it was definitely that, but not a huge barrier there. But I digress. As you might have guessed by now, I played almost exclusively as Now. She sort of felt like a blend of Zero Suit Samus with her kicks and speed, and Rosalina thanks to her drone. And I think that nimble playstyle with projectile keep-away is what helped me survive as long as I did in some of my matches. Despite the theme of duos, I actually had a match where I wasn't paired up with anyone and had to take on the world alone, and somehow I managed to place 4th. You gotta say, playing the cautious game and picking off the stragglers when they were weak was a pretty thrilling time. On the flip side though, another one of my favorite matches saw my teammate and I make it to the home stretch, and the battle to get there was pretty delightful. We spent some time disguised as bottles and squaring off against some fierce foes, let me tell you. Anyway, if the game piques your interest at all from what I've described or what you've seen on screen, I'd suggest wishlisting it on Steam to show the team that you think they should continue pursuing the project. After all, it's a stakes-free way to share that you care, so I'm sure it won't ruin your day.